And we're here to introduce you to another friend of ours. So please introduce yourself. Tell us what you do.
Hey, I'm RKA. I'm Rachael Kay Albers. I'm a brand strategist gone wild by day. I help businesses that burn the rule book to build unforgettable brands. By night, I'm a marketing muckraker examining what is marketing doing to our humanity. So
deep.
That is so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'm going to kick it off. Are you ready for your rapid fire
Ooh,
questions?
yes, let's do it.
Okay. When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
An author, an actress, and a fire person at one point. There was, and you know what? I'm doing it all. So here we go.
I love it.
What are 3 things you're really good at?
Comedy, talking shit, and I can touch my tongue to my nose.
Some underrated talents right there.
Underrated talents for sure. What is one of your favorite accounts to follow on Instagram or TikTok?
Ooh, that's hard. I'm not an endorser. I'm like, but my favorite accounts to follow. You know what Shabazz says? And he does a lot of funny comedy about like rich people stuff and like people who have like fancy ice cubes in their fridge and stuff. So I really enjoy that account. That's very fun.
Okay.
What is some of the worst advice you've ever received?
Oh my God.
There's a lot of bad advice out there.
You know what? Some of the worst advice would be encouraging me, when I was a young person, even now, to play hard to get. Like when I was on the dating scene, people are always telling me like, oh, you need to like pretend like you're not into it. No, I am here. My heart is on my sleeve. We're out with our feelings, and that's the way to live, I think.
I'm with you. I always used to say that, like, I'm not playing games. This is who I am. And if you aren't interested in that, I'd rather just know that up front. Like,
right. Yeah. And not to get too deep here, but that concept of playing hard to get really is part of consent culture and, sexual assault, because the whole thing is you need to pretend that your answer is no when your answer is really yes.
Totally.
And that's not cool. Let's just, no is no, yes is yes, let's go.
Totally.
I love it. Let's piggyback off of that. What is your best relationship advice?
My best relationship advice. You know what? I think, listen, I'm going through a divorce. So am I the expert on this?
Yes, actually, probably you are.
I would say that the concept of like marrying your best friend or that it's all marketing, right? Like you need to be your own best friend. And I think that in relationships, whether it's romantic or it's best friends or whatever it might be, people coming together who are nurturing their own relationship with themselves, that is a good place to be meeting someone else. Whether you're, like I said, platonic or romantic, like the person that you're with isn't in an ongoing pursuit of a relationship with themselves.
Yeah.
It's a red flag.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. It's really hard to be with somebody who doesn't love themselves.
Right. Spoken as someone who was like a walking red flag throughout my entire 20s and into my, who knows? Even now, I'll let you be the judge, but.
What is the most recent podcast you listened to?
Ooh. Marketing Muckraking. My podcast, baby. What can I say? I've been editing. I've been working on my own show. So I'm gonna drop my own podcast here.
That's awesome. What time did you wake up this morning?
6 a.m.
Love it.
I got a 5-year-old. What can I say?
What's one habit that keeps you productive?
Designing my schedule around inspiration versus sticking to like a set, like I've got to do this at X time. Like I really create a lot of spaciousness in my schedule so that I have the ability to roll with an idea because I'm moved to roll with it. And that's typically when I can, turn something out quickly, not because I have to, but because I'm moved by the spirit. You know what I mean?
I love it. How many text messages do you send in a day?
Hundreds. And you know what I do? I hook up my text message to my keyboard on my computer. So, Like if you're getting 300-word paragraphs, I'm on the
Yes.
keyboard. I'm going hot, you know?
You found your
I
people.
feel that.
What advice would you give yourself 5 years ago?
Whatever burnout is a bright red flag waving you in the direction of what you need to burn down next. That's what I'd tell me.
Ooh, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is one of our personal favorite questions. If you could donate $100,000 to any cause or charitable organization, where would you donate it?
Bail funds to an organization working on bailing people out. So there's various bail funds. That's what I would put my money towards.
I love that.
Yeah. When someone from out of town visits you for the first time, where's one place you always take them?
The river. I live in this cute little like riverside town, and so I like to take them and go on a long riverside walk. That's where I go to for self-care, if you will. So actually, it's funny because I had a client come in last year, and I took her by the river. I'm like, "Isn't this cute? Isn't it scenic?" And then I went to New York. She lives in Hoboken. She lives in New Jersey, right by the Hudson River, where you've got the full skyline view of NYC. So when I met with her this last weekend, I was like, okay, I'm embarrassed that I took you to my little river. I'm like, isn't it cute? Meanwhile, she's got the whole New York skyline and the Hudson River as her home. So not the flex that I was thinking it was.
Where do you live?
I live in the Geneva, Illinois, which is right by the Fox River. So it's just like a little Midwestern, tiny town, cute situation. But yeah, nothing to flex about.
When something amazing happens, who's your first phone call?
It changes. My bestie. My bestie's my first phone call. Yeah, for sure.
Love it.
What is your ideal birthday present?
Travel, a good view. I am, can I say like some colorful language?
Yeah.
I'm a slut for a good view, right? Like give me a scenic situation anywhere, and that's what I'm all about. Give me some memories that I can hold on to for a lifetime. That's what I'm here for.
I love it. What is your favorite social media platform?
Ooh, Instagram. It's a classic. I enjoy it there. Yep.
What is one of your most unpopular opinions?
I am a walking unpopular opinion. I don't know what to tell you. You know what? I would say one of my favorite unpopular opinions is that I am an anti-capitalist. I do not believe that capitalism as an economic system can be reformed. And that isn't very popular. So.
Depends who you hang out with.
Yeah, you're right. That's true.
What is one of your most proud moments in your business?
When I burned it all down, when I took a stand and talked about all of the problematic, harmful parts of this industry, and I named names, and it cost me dearly, and I'm proud that I was willing to do that and was able to continue on after that, because it was very painful, very embarrassing. There was a lot of fallout, and yet I don't know who that bitch was who found it within herself to do it. So I'm proud of her and of where we're at today.
That's awesome.
What are your dinner plans tonight?
Oh, you know what? I'm in rehearsals for a comedy show. So I'm going to be like taking my dinner on the road with me. Whatever I can put in a Tupperware and run, that's dinner tonight.
What is one thing you always do when you travel?
Show up late to the airport. I'm always late. I'm always packing like 4 minutes before I have to leave my house. I'm not one of those people with a suitcase like ready like 4 days in advance. So yeah, I'm riding hot.
I love it.
What is one hope you have for the future? Could be business, life, your community, the world, anything.
I hope that we as the human community can think beyond this economic system. I truly hope that we can create new solutions beyond that, put people over profits, so that everyone has an opportunity to live a beautiful, enriching, rest-filled, joyful life.
Do you like using paid advertising in your business?
No.
Okay.
What are you most insecure about when it comes to posting videos of yourself online?
It's a great question, Sarah.
What aren't I most insecure about, right?
For the person who posted a lot of bathroom videos in her time.
I have, yeah. I mean, I think everyone's always afraid of being. I get insecure about people not understanding what I'm trying to convey. And typically, if you see a video that I posted, even if I'm like in my robe, you're probably looking at the third take, right? I've already done it twice, and now I've refined it and come up. So I mean, I come off as a very confident person, but deep down, there's just like an 8-year-old who's like wants to be loved inside of me at all times. So yeah,
And all of us.
yeah.
Yes. In your opinion, what is the best kept secret to business success?
I would say that most business is about people. It's about, solving problems, helping people achieve goals and dreams. And most of like the glitzy business coaches are trading on the idea that you don't know what you're doing. Business really is, I think, more intuitive than most people think that it is. The best kept secret is inside of you. You know better than you think you know. And somebody's trying to sell you on the idea that you don't know, but you do know. That's the secret.
It gets hard to listen to yourself with all the noise, though. Like, I think you're right. And I had to stop, I had to take a step back from buying things from people that include advice or coaching. I know the coaching word is a sensitive one, but I had to take a step back from that because I was like, I do believe that I already have everything I need and I can't hear myself anymore. It's confusing. That gets really challenging.
That's it. Yeah. And, capitalism in general trains us to not listen to ourselves, to think that the answers lie outside of us, and that we can buy our way to a better life or a better world or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
If only we could.
Oh, right?
How many hours do you work in a week?
It does really vary. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm one of those people that's I have a 4-hour work week, but some weeks I do have a 4-hour work week and some weeks I have an 80-hour work week, and there's a time for hustle and there's a time for rest. And so I mean, I generally think I do average out around 40 or 50 and kind of enjoy the pendulum swings of the light times and the busy times. Although those 80-hour weeks, I'll just be real, that extra time is because I've got a lot of passion projects I work on that are kind of long game things, and so I spend a lot of time doing writing and research for that versus just purely client work. So that's, I think, an important asterisk there.
Yeah. We're 2 peas in a pod for sure.
So what is your go-to Starbucks order?
Oh, well, yeah, I'm not going to pretend that I don't drink Starbucks because I do sometimes. I just enjoy a caramel macchiato. I just do.
Yeah.
Can I say?
Delicious.
I want to ask this because with you, it's a different answer than probably anybody else will ever have on here. What's the closest thing to you that has your logo or brand colors on it?
Wow. My whole existence is my brand color. What can I say? My whole backdrop, I'm always wearing my brand colors. I kind of think about it as my work uniform and oh my gosh, well, I got some rainbow stairs behind me that I'm looking at right now. So I just live in the brand. What can I say?
We'll put a little, a picture of it so you will be able to see it. Yeah, I love that.
What are you working on this week?
Well, I told you I'm in a show. This is Tech Week. So we've got, I'm in a comedy play, a local community theater show. So I'm working on my lines. I'm working on making sure I know my lines. And I'm working on a 4-part little mini series of my podcast, Marketing Muckraking, that I'm doing with a friend, Lisa Robin Young, where we are breaking down the online business family tree. Where did all these, how are all these folks connected, the big leaders in the industry? Where did their, practices come from? Where does it go back in history? I'm really, really excited. It's been a much requested topic that we take on. So I'm excited about that. I'm working on that.
Awesome.
I want to ask you all the questions. This has been so fun, but nobody hangs out on YouTube for really long videos, so we're going to call it. But thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. You did it. We loved this. If you loved this too, please make sure you hit like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We have new videos that come out every Wednesday to introduce you to all our cool friends like RKA, and all her info is in the description down below, and we'll see you next week.